Welcome to the kitchen of chaos. We're doing cornbread stuffing. Start with cornbread mix, any kind you like. You can make it from scratch if you like. I didn't. I used Krusteaz. You want it to be done, and you want it to be quite done. So you can see that it's very brown on the top and bottom. I'm trying to break this up so that it will be cool. And this could actually be a little more firm, actually, but it's good though. You can actually do this a day ahead and let it dry out a little bit. That helps kind of keep it a little bit slightly crispy when you make when you add all the stuff. So we're going to make some sausage and cornbread stuffing, and we're also going to do some with oysters for those of us who like oysters. So basically start with some cornbread that's been done. You got a little bit of oil in a pan. I'm going to throw in some hot Italian sausage. For that much I'm going to do 2 pounds, just for flavor. I have hot and mild here, but hot's good. So I'm going to throw in that and get that browned up, and then basically just do some celery and onions. I'm going to do some green onions, whatever you have really, and you can just throw it in and kind of toss it up, and maybe a little bit of chicken stock or something, kind of make it a little bit moist, and then put it in the oven or stuff your turkey with it. So browning that, I'm going to throw in jalapeno since I had one. These are violently hot for some reason. Must be some sort of strange Indian breed, or else they're very old. I understand they get hotter as they age. And then I'm going to put in some green olives too eventually. I just found out I have some green olives in my fridge, so that'll be good in the stuffing. And so yeah, brown this sausage and cook those jalapenos down. I'll probably throw some garlic in there too, some fresh garlic. Alright, so we've got some celery and onions in here. I'm going to get those sort of softened up a bit. We're going to put some garlic in there, and then we're going to put some sage, some Italian seasoning, salt and pepper. Actually, we won't put salt in until we see if it needs it. But sage is a good one with dressing. You got to put sage in. Maybe some chili powder, because this is going to be kind of a spicy version. And bacon, sausage, and I'll put some fry up some oysters and put them in a bit of it. All hail the bacon! This bacony goodness. Don't throw this away. This nitrate and nitrite loaded ambrosia, useful in many different things. It's going in the dressings today, and also some of this bacon will go in cornbread dressing, and also the regular boxed dressing. I'm just going to spruce it up a little bit. Too much going on. So the sausage is browned and the pan is browned. So this sausage looks pink, but it's actually done. So I got some sort of fake coloring in it. More than done. So take that out, and then we're going to put some celery and onions in there and cook it up. And that'll hopefully get the brown off the bottom of the pan and take the flavor with it. Okay, so these are getting there. Okay, so about 2 pounds of bacon here. Just gonna chop it up loosely. And that's gonna go in our cornbread stuffing, and also in our green beans. Got some fresh green beans. I'm just gonna put kind of steam saute them with some bacon and some lemon, and that'll be good. It's a pity it reduces so much. That's good. All right, so I'm going to use this one for the I'm going to use this one for the oyster stuffing. So I put the sludge from the gravy when I made some gravy. I've been throwing it away, but I used the last spoonful to put in here. I thought it would be good. So, and then I'm going to put some sausage. And some bacon and some of this, let's see, let's put some of the bacon in here and I can just carry one thing. Bacon in there, and I'll put about half of the onions in. Onions and celery and garlic in there. So, and then we'll put in enough liquid so that it's somewhat moist. And then I'm going to fry some oysters. If I had fresh oysters, I would certainly use those, but I don't, so I'm just going to use canned because there are only about 3 or 4 of us that like oysters. The rest of them are Philistines, uncultured boobs who don't like shellfish. So, okay, so I'm going to fry some oysters until they're somewhat crispy on the edges. Throw those in there. And then we'll do some chicken stock until it's moist. Put some sage and Italian seasoning and adjust the salt, and then that goes in the oven. I know someone's going to cast some bad voodoo on me for using canned oysters, but you can save the liquor. It's actually just salty water that they boil them in, I'm sure. But that has a lot of the flavor of the oysters in it. Put that in your stuffing too. Not horrible. And then I'm frying these in some bacon grease that I had left over from the bacon I fried earlier. Just kind of want to get them a little bit crispy. Turkeys. Looking good. And we'll chop those up, those oysters up, put them in here, and I think this is probably, maybe I'll put a little bit of the turkey juice in here too. I want it to be kind of moist. I don't like dry stuffing myself, or dressing. But this is actually pretty close. It's not runny, but it's also not completely dry either. So maybe I'll put a little bit of the turkey drippings in here along with the oysters, and then that goes in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes or so. And the other, I'm just going to put all the same stuff in except not oysters in the pedestrian variety. And I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. So this has been in the oven for, I don't know, an hour, 45 minutes or so. Got a nice crusty top.
Big middle console in the front seat.
There's an oyster.
Her bowls are in there too.
I'm gonna eat that. Put some Tabasco on that. Heaven.
I love oysters.
And there's the pedestrian variety without oysters or spicy stuff. Nice and crispy, tender underneath. Delicious. See you next time on the Kitchen of Chaos.